Tonight, the new warning from law enforcement that among the record number of migrants that have crossed into the U.S. are members of a Venezuelan street gang. NBC News learning there are more than 100 Homeland Security investigations involving suspected members of the Venezuelan gang Tren de Aragua, according to 2 DHS officials. In the past week, the NYPD says a suspected member of the Venezuelan gang shot 2 of its officers.
So we know that he entered the country illegally.
NBC News has learned the gang is suspected in criminal cases in at least 5 states.
In one case, 3 Tren de Aragua gang members who crossed the border here in Texas in the last year threatened 2 Venezuelan women and said they would kill their family members if they did not cooperate in a sex trafficking ring, according to court documents.
The women ended up in Baton Rouge, and police say they were forced to have sex with up to 4 men a day in this apartment building.
How big of a threat is Tren de Aragua?
I mean, they are a grave threat.
The NYPD's Assistant Chief Jason Savino tells us they often know very little about the gang members.
I've heard it referred to almost as a ghost criminal. Everything about that individual could potentially be misrepresented.
And why does that make them dangerous?
Because if you come here and we can't even track you, we're not even sure of who you are.
All of it adding to the growing questions about the vetting process at the border. Venezuela is one of several countries that will not share criminal records of its citizens with U.S. authorities doing migrant background checks.
Because we cannot validate their criminal record history, typically unless we get it from Interpol or they already have a criminal record inside the United States, we won't know who they are.
The vast majority of migrants have no criminal background. Though former President Trump is calling attention to recent high-profile crimes police say were committed by migrants.
Migrant crime, it's a new category of crime.
An NBC News review of both administrations' track records reveals roughly 64,000, or 2% of migrants encountered in the Trump administration were found to have criminal records. Under the Biden administration, more than 103,000, or 1% of migrants, were found to have criminal records. In a statement, DHS tells us if an individual poses a threat to public safety, they deny them admission, detain, remove, or refer them for prosecution.